TNA Bound For Glory 2013 pay-per-view preview. Pay-per-view goes down live exclusively on pay-per-view or on ProWrestlingUnleashed.web.com this Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And you know what we do. We do live play-by-play coverage. We got all the news leading in throughout this week. We got a bunch of interviews with all the wrestlers. Live play-by-play coverage, live results. Hit that refresh button. You know where it is. Don't go out and pay your $50, $60. You need to go to the site, ProWrestlingUnleashed.weebly.com, and check out the best live play coverage out there after the pay-per-view. Find out who won. Find out who's the new TNA World Champion. Find out all the post-pay-per-view news that you need to know, and you don't have to search online. You don't have to search anywhere else. It's in one spot. ProWrestlingNews.weebly.com live this Sunday night. Now, I can tell you how great this pay-per-view cannot be, but let's just get to the main focus of this show. The matches. Alright. Pre-show. Now, I'm not going to spend 15 minutes here because I already wrote up my blog, my column that you can go read on ProWrestlingList.web.com, which I will put in the link, which comes out this Friday. And I will get into all that. This is just a quick picks, because you just want to know what my opinion is of these matches. So let's just get into it so we don't waste y'all's time. Pre-show, tag team title, #1 contender gauntlets match. Romance, Bad Influence, Chavo Guerrero, and Hernandez taking on Just Parks and Eric Young. You got 4 teams. Bro Man has no chance. Parks and Young is a joke. Guerrero and Hernandez, Bad Influence, those are going to be your top 2. Bad Influence has been getting some time on there. I think they're going to go with this direction where they win this gauntlet, and then they go on to take on the tag team champions in James Storm and Gunner. And I think they actually changed the titles to Bad Influence just to give them a run with the titles, because Storm and Gunner has been nothing. They haven't done anything interesting or relevant in a long time. Not a long time, but in the couple past weeks. So they're going to put the titles on Bad Influence and go with that program on. Knockouts title match, triple threat match. ODB defends and gets defeated. She's taking on Gail Kim and Brooke Tessmacher, if you really want to get into it. They might put the belt on Brooke, but most likely they put it on their only really good women wrestler, Gail Kim, and they go in that direction, feud with ODB and Gail Kim. ODB's a face, Gail Kim's a heel. Booking 101. A match that just got put together in the last TV tapings in Tulsa, which you got one more week of this. Kurt Angle taking on Bobby Roode. Now, they did this feud 2 years ago when Bobby Roode was the champion. I believe Kurt Angle beat him. Yes, he did beat him. And it's kind of a 50-50 shot the way they go in this direction. I see Roode getting a win. It's a cheap win, and they continue this feud on for a little bit longer. Magnus and Sting. This is where Magnus is going to be his heel turn. Sting's going to put him over, but it's not going to be in a clean fashion. There's no way about it. Magnus, he does something cheap, gets himself disqualified. I don't really think so. Magnus does something where he gets the cheap win on Sting. Magnus goes over on Sting. The match of the night, which in my opinion, and I think they'll kick it off the pay-per-view. I hope they don't. I kind of like the big matches in between, kind of like a WrestleMania feel, because this is Bound for Glory, October 20th, Sunday night at ProWrestlingList.com. And it's an Ultimate X match for the X Division title. You got five top people in the mid-cardish, upper-cardish X Division. Now, what I do like, and what I did add in my column on Friday, is that they are rebuilding the X Division, and I really do like that. And I think it's a good concept, and they got some really star power in there. You got Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, Jeff Hardy, Chris Sabin, and Manic. There's no way Manic walks out of here as champion. Sabin, he's kind of doing his thing with Velvet Sky, so you can kind of eliminate those two. So it leaves Joe, Aries, and Hardy. Now, I did say that, and I'm a huge Samoa Joe fan in that, I would love for him to be the X Division champion, but I don't think that's going to happen. So you kind of go down from Aries to Hardy. Now, they could feud Aries and Hardy because they kind of turned Aries face. He's kind of a tweener, but most likely they're going to put the title on Hardy, give that, and I'm not saying he's going to be a long champion in no way, shape, or form. I think that they're going to put the belt on Hardy, kind of build that title up and then let Aries go and run with it in December, I'd say. Hardy's not a transitional champion, but he kind of just builds prestige for that title because it kind of needs to be built up. And your main event is for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's going to be Bully Ray defending against the AJ Styles. Now, this feud is not as much as a prolific feud, if you would say. It is okay, you got Ditsy Carter as your heel authority figure, and then you got Bully Ray as your only really true champion that can hold the title as well as the company wants to. He goes out there every week, cuts awesome promos, matches are decent to okay. So it's not like he's a bad champion. He's their top champion. And then you have AJ Styles, who has been there since 2002, who has held every title in that company, who has been world champion before, and he's not the best on the mic. Now, they have built AJ Styles so much that you think, okay, it's a clear shot AJ Styles wins this. Now, I don't think Aces and Eights can go out there and screw Bully Ray, and I'll get more into depth on my column on Friday. I see Ditsy Carter because Ditsy Carter has been the more focal point of this feud. And it's been an AJ Carter kind of feud instead of a Ray Styles feud. Now, I know they've done some interactive things over the past 2-3 weeks. For instance, last week, Bully Ray laid out AJ Styles in the show. But I see Ditsy Carter screwing AJ. Either that means she distracts him and Bully Ray hits him with a hammer. Either way, there's going to be a ref bump. There always is a Bound For Glory. Either she distracts him and hits him with the hammer, or she distracts him and Ray rolls him up. Either way, she cost AJ Styles the match, and they go on to feud a little bit longer. But there's no way AJ Styles wins belt here. What do y'all think? Leave it in the commentary below. YouTube, Spreaker, IW Headlines, ProWrestlingInsight.com, 2headzone.com, and WrestlingPost.com. Live play-by-play coverage from yours truly, October 20th, 2013, this Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's where it's at. Live play-by-play coverage. Don't go spend your good money. Come to the site. Check out the live play-by-play results. We'll see you next time.